Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Football versus FIFA. And I've got to say, we have probably got the biggest episode yet. Some of the games in here are just absolutely mental. We've got some huge clashes in the Premier League, and then we've also got some unbelievable European games as well from the Champions League and also for the Europa League for those teams that can't quite make it into the Champions League.
Don't want to sound quietly confident, because I'm not. Let's just see. I might get lucky, mate. If I can get 60% of these right, I'll be happy.
First game, Liverpool versus Everton. We've got AC Milan versus Spurs, PSG versus Bayern, Arsenal versus Man City, Club Brugge versus Benfica, Dortmund versus Chelsea, Barcelona Man United, Salzburg Roma, Leverkusen Monaco, and Sevilla versus PSV. I will be happy if I get 50% right, I think, at this stage. I've seen how people have been performing recently. It's not been very good. FG on the first episode, to be fair to him, got almost every single one right apart from one. Ever since then, it's been downhill. Full knowledge has just evaporated. But yeah, mate, we'll kick things off with Liverpool versus Everton. Both teams coming into things with a bit of uncertainty, I suppose. But then Everton did get a win over you guys. Hopefully he's an Arsenal fan, ladies and gentlemen. So they're coming into it off the back of a win. Liverpool obviously just got absolutely battered 3-0 by Wolves. It's not looking good. Who are you going to be going with, mate?
Honestly, I think I could be starting off very rocky here, but I'm actually going for a draw.
Really?
I've got a feeling it's going to be a low-scoring draw. I think it might be like 1-1, 2-2, something like that. I'd say low-scoring 2-2 would be quite a lot of goals, really, for a draw, isn't it? But I do think it's going to be a draw, yeah. I think Sean Dyche... I think it's like the perfect... I think it just looks like a draw to me. I don't think you guys are playing particularly well. I'm sure most of you, your fan base, will agree with that. Yeah, I think 100%. With that bounce from Dyche, I think there's a couple of players that he's worked with at Everton at the moment before. Looking at how they played against us, I know that Goodison Park was absolutely rocking. I know this can be at Anfield, but it's a derby, mate. Do you know what I mean? I could just see a draw written all over this.
Yeah. Things do go... Form does go completely out the window, and especially in games like this. One thing I will say, though, is we always beat Everton. Everton did beat us in 2021, but in the grand scheme of things, that is their only win since, I'm looking back to 2014, I'm going back even further, 2010. They've beaten us once, or twice if you want to include the game in 2010, in 10 years. So, historical data suggests that we should go ahead and win that game. However, how we've been playing is pretty badly. So I don't think the draw is a bad prediction, to be fair.
You guys, let's be honest, you're going to win 3-0. Let's be honest. I've said it now, but I've put it down as a draw. I've got all my results written down already, and I'm not going to quiver on that. I'm sticking to it.
I'm going to go for a Liverpool win. I feel like I have to, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to go ahead and put Fabio Carvalho in, mate, for that game. Who are you going to be using?
Actually, the same player, mate. Yeah, to be fair.
Oh, nice. Yeah, really good card. Looks very nice. So you're predicting the draw. I'm predicting a Liverpool win. We have then got, we're actually moving into some Champions League football. AC Milan versus Spurs. Now, I did do a little bit of research before this. Obviously, Spurs recently, they are what they are. They go and beat Man City and then they lose to Leicester. It's a bit, it's interesting. It's just Spurs though, isn't it?
AC Milan. Fair though, I think the reason with that is that they haven't got Romero out there at the moment. Does that ban doesn't cover Champions League, does it?
It won't cover the Champions League,
yeah,
no.
Fine, okay,
no.
Sure.
So he should be back for that. Bentancur as well has just had a really bad injury, and he's obviously been a solid player for them.
Probably their best players. Him and Romero. I think Romero's gone a little bit wild recently, picking up a lot of cards and stuff. Since the World Cup, he's just like I don't know. Maybe he thinks he's better than this. I don't know. But I'm being serious. I'm being so serious. Like, he's won the World Cup, and he's probably he's looking around thinking, what is going on here?
But yeah, AC Milan have just been crap recently in Serie A. Absolutely terrible. Mate. So I think they won their last game, but apart from that, they are sitting like 4th or 5th in the table. Don't get me wrong. 5th,
mate. I think they've lost like 4 of their last 5.
There's been a lot of losses. I'm gonna say that's gonna be quite a high scoring game personally. I think I'm gonna go for a bit of a Spurs away win.
Wow. Okay.
I just think they might have enough. I think it could be a game for Harry Kane to step up to the plate, as he always does, or usually does. So yeah, I'm going to go for a Spurs win, mate, I think.
I'm going for Milan.
Yourself?
I'm going to go Milan. Conte no good in Europe. I know that I know that he's been really good. I know that he's been really good, obviously, in Serie A. But yeah, man, I think the Bentancur thing, I think, is going to be huge. because he'll probably end up playing like, who will he even play, like Basuma and Højbjerg. Like it's just weird, like, because he sticks to this. He has, I don't think, have they only played one formation this whole season? I think they might have done. I think they just literally started. Was it 3-5-2? I don't think he's switched it up. I don't know if he will. I think Benfica is a huge loss. The fact they got Romero back does make me slightly dubious. But like I said, I did say I'd stick to it. But I'm going to go Milan, mate. I'm going to go for Milan win.
Okay, we are split again on that decision. I've got De Ketelaere, so I have actually got a Milan player, even though I'm going to go for a Spurs away win. Who are you going to be putting in, mate?
I'm going to be chucking in Tomori.
All right. Yeah. That's interesting, actually. That is a vulnerable position, mate. Should Spurs do get the win, I must say.
I mean, they're all vulnerable positions, mate. if they get there, they all are. Yeah. So it is what it is.
We will now move on to PSG versus Bayern. Now, there's actually been PSG. They are absolutely injury-ridden, unfortunately. They are on the back of losing 2 games against Monaco and I think it was Marseille. So they are not in the greatest.
They want the manager out, mate. It's mental.
Yeah,
they're 5 points clear. 5 points clear to the league. They want him sacked. Nuts.
I mean, the thing is though, that them winning that league most years is a given, isn't it? To be honest,
it's, well, the thing is, it's just they've just got elite levels of where they expect to be.
Yeah,
I've flipping Carlo Ancelotti's on the flipping chopping block, mate. And he's won the Champions League, La Liga,
it's mental,
World Cup, Club World Cup, nuts.
Yeah, do you know what? I think one of PSG's biggest problems is the fact that they're not tested to a certain level consistently throughout the season. So when they do come up against these teams in the Champions League, who are obviously the best of the best, I do think sometimes it's a bit of a shock to the system, even though they do have some of the world's best players. I really do. I'd like, if you're training incredibly, it's almost like
I know what you're saying.
Sean Dyche at Everton, like he's made them stick on shin pads or whatever and play as if they're going to be playing in games in the Premier League or whatever in training. And I think like having that consistency through just makes such a big difference. So that's, I think that's probably why they've not achieved as much as they could have probably in Europe recently. I'm going for a Bayern win, mate. Bayern playing pretty solidly at the moment. PSG, I don't think they're going to have Messi. I don't think they're going to have Mbappe. I looked at their lineup against Monaco and I was not surprised that they got beat, to be honest. I just think Bayern, mate, I think they're just going to have too much for them. I think, if I was a PSG fan right now, I'd probably be worried for that first fixture, that first leg. So I'm fully putting my money where my mouth is. I'm putting Manuel Neuer in goal. I'm so sure about that.
I've actually gone for PSG, mate.
Okay, interesting.
Where did you go? I didn't, but I have said that without knowing that Mbappe's injured. You know what, mate? I'm going to stick to my guns here. I'm going to say Mbappe. I'm sticking with it. You've gone for two. You've gone for 2 away wins.
Bold,
mate, they've got dude. The thing is, right? This is the thing, bro. Is that I've seen the videos on Twitter of the PSG fans getting down to the training grounds and hounding them. They know what this is going to mean if they lose. And I'm actually sticking the big man up top, which is going to be Kylian Mbappe.
Love that, mate. Very nice indeed. Next up, mate, we have got Arsenal versus Man City. The first time these 2 top teams have been playing against each other in the Premier League this season. This, to me, feels like it's kind of got that, in the last few seasons, it's got that Liverpool versus City feel to it, personally, for me.
Yeah.
I really think these games that you have left, obviously, playing against each other are going to be some deciders, personally. I know if you do win your game in hand, you do go, I think it's 6 points or 7 points clear or something like that. But City win on Wednesday night, Arsenal could be in a little bit of like...
Well, they'll be above us. If they win, they'll be beating us in goal difference, I think.
That could be a big mental thing, though, couldn't it? Like, you've been
of course,
for so
absolutely,
long. City beat you and then go above you on goal difference, potentially, or whatever.
Which brings me back to the flipping... What's the guy's name? Lee Mason. What are you doing, mate? We should be 6 points clear right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe not 6, it'd still be 5, wouldn't it? It'd still be 5 points, sorry.
But honestly, it's going to be... I'm so excited for that game. I don't think anyone's going to be watching Champions League football that evening. I think they're all going to be tuned into Arsenal Man City. Just double checking, it is going to be on TV, isn't it? It's on Amazon Prime. Okay, it's on Amazon Prime. Deary me, # not spawn, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still cut and torn between the two. I am going to go for an Arsenal win, though. I think... Oh, God.
Do you think we're going to bounce back? The thing is, right, this is what I'll say to support what you've just said, is that the previous two teams we've played against where we've dropped points, and we have managed to come out. Obviously, we lost against Everton. We got a point against Brentford, which, jury's out whether or not it should be 3 because Brentford were all over us when they got the goal.
Yeah.
We were playing terribly, but they're the sort of games that if you win, they're the ones that kind of carry you through to getting a title because you win when you play badly. The thing I'd say that's different is that City aren't going to come there and shut up shop in the same way that Brentford did, or when we went to Everton they did. Newcastle, when we dropped points again as well, kind of did the same thing. And really, if you want to say it, Man United did the same thing and absolutely destroyed us in the counter-attack. They're the games that we've lost points in this season. I don't think City are going to do that. I think when we were at the Etihad, we gave them a pretty good run for their money in the first half. With that all being said, I've actually gone for a draw.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a draw, to be honest. I think both teams have shown a little bit of vulnerabilities. Like, obviously, you would have liked to have beaten Brentford. Loss against Everton. City lost against Spurs. I do think it could be a bit like tit for tat, to be honest with you. So I'm actually going to go in agreement with you, mate. I think a draw.
Is that the first one we've agreed on so far?
I think that is the first one we've agreed on. Yeah, and I have got Centurion's Mahrez in at right wing, mate. So hopefully that comes to fruition.
I'm back in 2 dubious ones here in my defence, but I've got Cancelo in.
All right, very nice, mate. Very nice. We have now got Club Brugge against Benfica. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know tons and tons about either of these teams. Benfica, obviously, we bought Darwin Núñez from. Club Brugge seems to be in Europe every single year, so they seem like they do kind of control the Belgian league.
Not doing so well this season, though, mate. But they are top 4.
This is the first time these two teams have actually played against each other ever in history, from what I can see. So it could be an interesting game. It could be a very interesting game. I think, actually, genuinely, these two teams, it could be potentially a bit of a goal fest. I'm going to go for a very reserved away win in Europe. I'm going to go for Benfica win, mate.
Likewise.
And I'll be putting João Mario in place for that fixture.
Very nice. I've got Rafa in at the right wing, mate.
Then we've got Dortmund versus Chelsea. A huge game, once again. Chelsea, they are what they are at the moment, aren't they? I suppose it's a bit of a transitioning period. They've done very well to sign a load of players before they most likely won't get Champions League football this season. So in that regard, they've done fantastically. Dortmund, on the other hand, are on an incredible run in the Bundesliga. I think they're unbeaten in like 9 games or something now. Bellingham playing very, very well. Just the whole team just looks very, very solid. I keep seeing highlights on my Twitter timeline of just different parts of Dortmund's game or whatever, and yeah, they are looking very, very solid. So it's actually going to be the first home win that I'm going to be predicting, mate, in the Champions League. I just think they're going to have too much for Chelsea. That winning mentality, I think, against the side, which is a little bit, obviously, like I said, in the transitioning period, I think they're going to have enough to beat them, and that is why I'm going to be putting Badiashile in at right centre-back. Obviously, it's a Chelsea player, but I do think Dortmund are going to win that one.
Nice. I've got Mudryk in. I saw quite a few. I didn't actually watch the game. I was on the train the other day, West Ham versus Chelsea, but I saw that Cucurella just didn't see Mudryk's runs. He was making a load of runs up the left and he just wasn't getting the ball. And I think I saw a couple of times Cucurella apologising for it, but a lot of Chelsea fans wanting him out and Chilwell back in, assuming that he's up to full fitness.
Chilwell is a fantastic player, I think.
Absolutely.
I really rate him.
Absolutely. And I think Reece James, did Reece James start? I didn't actually see.
He did start, yeah.
He did start. Okay, cool.
Ham,
yeah, I mean, I still think Dortmund are going. I think they're 5 wins on the bounce. Chelsea, obviously, you just got to look at it going away to, and also the fact it's at Dortmund. That stadium, bro. The German stadiums are absolutely ridiculous. So I think it's going to be. I think it's. I don't think it's going to be great for Chelsea, but I think it's going to be a Dortmund win. And I'm going to put Mudryk in at left mid.
We have then got the first game in the Europa League for this week, and what a clash it is. When I was watching the draw come out, I was just thinking, it's just written in the stars that this game's going to be, these two teams are going to be playing against each other. Barcelona versus Manchester United. Yeah, it's almost going to be, one for the ages again. I think both teams, Barcelona obviously doing very, very well in the La Liga. Manchester United, Rashford is playing up there in some of the best form of any player in the world right now. There's no doubt about it. It is at the Nou Camp. I think Barca are going to control this game, to be honest with you, but I think there could be a spark of maybe a moment of brilliance potentially from United. Gotta say though, I think I'm gonna go for another home win in Europe. So yeah, Barcelona, I think they're gonna get the win here. I think they could just have a bit too much for Manchester United at the new camp, but I think at Old Trafford, when the reverse fixture comes along, I do think United will win that, so it'll be very interesting to kind of see how that all pans out. And I'll be putting in Jordi Alba, mate, at left back for that. What about yourself?
Mate, I'm risking it all here. I really am. I am, because I'm going for my goalkeeper spot.
Right, okay.
And I'm actually going for a draw.
A draw? Okay.
I think United are flying, mate. I think they, and it borderline pains me to say it, mate, but they have had such a great turnaround. They're getting games like at the death, pretty much. Like yesterday, for example, as we're recording this, against Leeds. 2 goals. Rashford's an absolutely flying. I get that Barcelona are as well, but yeah. I think they're both coming in at like. It's just. I think it's gonna be a great game, but I can't call it. I could quite easily see a 2-0 Barcelona. I could see a 1-0 for United, like on the counter-attack. Do you know what I mean? It could be... You just don't know. So, and because I don't know, I'm going to go straight down the middle and say a draw.
Both teams are full of confidence.
I'm chucking my keeper in, though, for that.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I don't think you can...
You can't really call... There's no good or bad time to chuck your keeper in, though, is there, really?
I was speaking to Andy about this. Like, is there he was saying, is there ever a bad prediction? Or whether you can be a stupid prediction, but is there ever a bad one? And I think in this case, there definitely is no correct answer. That is for sure. It really could go either way. Salzburg versus Roma. Salzburg always seems to have at least a little bit of a run and, you know, do a bit in European football. To be honest with you, again, I'm not saying that I know all too much about how well both these two teams have been playing. Roma are obviously always up there in the Serie A. They are sitting 4th in the league right now, but at the top spot is Napoli, 18 points ahead of them, so that gives you a bit of perspective. Salzburg are sitting top of their league, 6 points clear, but obviously the competition is far less than what you've got in the Serie A. Whether that's an insult or not, I do apologise if there's any Austrian football fans in here. Again, these two teams have never played each other. I might sit on the fence here, to be honest, because I feel like Salzburg's going to be a pretty difficult place to go. I'm going to back Salzburg, bro. I'm going to back Salzburg, but I'm going to be putting in Chris Smalling at left centre back for that game.
I am also putting in Chris Smalling. I think I'm going to say Roma, mate.
Roma.
I'm going to go with a win. Hoping for a Mourinho masterclass here. European football. Yeah. He absolutely lives for it. He does. He absolutely lives for it, 100%. Mate. He lives for it. I can see him just shutting up shop, nicking a goal. So yeah, let's go with that. We're gonna go for Roma. Mate, I could be struggling bad. I could have the worst record in this whole series.
We got, mate. Both. This is honestly,
it's very possible. It's very serious. It's very serious. We could actually get like 2 out of 10. It's very serious. It's very bad.
This is awful.
This is serious.
Absolutely awful. We've got the second to last game then. Leverkusen versus Monaco. This is going to be, personally, I think this is going to be a massive goal fest as well. I really like Leverkusen as a side, personally. I really like Diaby up top. I think he's actually a player which maybe in the next few years or whatever, or this summer, I think could have a move to another club potentially. Again, though, Monaco, on the other hand, very solid team. They are on the back of the PSG win as well. It's going to be a bit of a balancing act, to be fair. If I could not bet on a result and it be over 2.5 goals, I think I'd probably do that. But I'm going to go for another draw. I'm going to sit on the fence here and I'm going to put in Fofana, mate, for this game. What about yourself?
Oh man, I'm just really not sure. The next ones. This one here and the United Barcelona ones were the hardest ones for me to just say anything, because realistically, I probably am going to get most of these wrong. I'll be totally honest with you. But my gut tells me Monaco are going to win this.
Yeah.
But and that's purely based off the fact that they're third. They've just beaten PSG, like you said. Leverkusen are 8th in the Bundesliga, I think. I'm going to say Monaco, mate. I'm going for Monaco.
And who have you put in for that fixture?
Ben Yedder.
Ben Yedder, love that. So you're playing like a 4-4-2 maybe?
4-4-2, mate, yeah.
And we have got the final game for this round of fixtures, and we have got Sevilla versus PSV. Now, I'll tell you guys straight away who I'm going to be putting in my team, and I'm going to be putting in R9 Whether you guys know that Ronaldo played for PSV back in the day, but yeah, that was where he started off pretty early in his career after coming from Brazil. And yeah, I mean, the goal record he had is pretty insane. 57 appearances, 54 goals. That is a bit mental. Sevilla are going to win this one. 5 games on the bounce recently at home, won every single one, scored numerous amounts of goals, and they've scored, let me add that up, 25 goals maybe in the last 5 home games, and haven't conceded. They've only conceded 1. Yeah, I'm going to go for Sevilla win, mate. I think that's probably the smartest option.
I've got Sevilla down as well, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. And who's your player that you've got in?
I've got Montiel.
Well, there we are. They are our round of predictions for this game week. Let us know in the comment section below what you guys think. I will also have, on every single time our predictions come up on the screen, there'll be what you guys thought as well. And if you want to get involved in for future episodes, go and follow me on Twitter. You can go ahead and predict yourself on there for future episodes and be involved in the video. So let's see how we've done. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, after a week of some unbelievable football, some incredible games, to say the least, and we both had some pretty bold predictions as well. And do you know what, mate? You thought you weren't going to do very well. You've actually done okay, I think. I think you've done better than me.
I have to admit, mate. I have to admit, yeah, that there's a couple instances where I should have listened to you, and I do regret it.
Yeah.
There was the one we'll get onto, the one that everyone's going to be laughing at me about, is the Arsenal City game, which I called a draw. I didn't want to say it out loud. I didn't want to put it in the universe. I had a very bad feeling about that game. Which you do against City. I think you do. But as soon as I saw that Partey was gone, I would have revised my answer.
Oh man,
I don't think Jorginho actually played badly.
Yeah, but he's not like a DM. Like he's not
Thomas Partey. And if I'm being honest, mate, I actually think that would have been a draw. It would have been a draw if it weren't for the fact we gifted goals, bro, and you can't do that. The finish from Kevin De Bruyne, by the way, was immaculate.
Yeah, that's up there with goal of the season, if you ask me. Like the technique, everything, the timing, first time, it was
so good. But the thing is, what I hate is when he come off, I've seen like those videos like people launching beer bottles and stuff like that. We're meant to be a classy club. That's not very classy, if you ask it. And it's not. It really isn't, mate. It really isn't. I
saw Boovy. You know Boovy?
Yes.
The guy from he used to be the kickoff. Now he's got his own show with the club, and he went, "Oh yeah, Arsenal fans are throwing their bottles of orange juice from Gales with bits in it."
The thing is, mate, honestly, it's just so frustrating because I was getting absolutely shredded in my group chat by all my friends who are like Watford fans, and I'm like, they're like absolutely laying into me, I was like, I've never like once dissed them at all. And like, I almost bit me. I was like, you're not even in the same league as us, boys. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? But I didn't. I held my tongue. But I can see why. Like because all of them hate Arsenal fans. It's like, what have I ever done to you? I'm like, it's that 50 Cent meme. It's like, I'm like, why are they saying me for?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think people, because you haven't had anything to like go mad about in so long. I feel like Arsenal fans, especially, have just been a bit like how you kind of should be if you're, top of the table and you're ruling the roost. Do you know what I mean?
You've got to enjoy it a little bit. Like,
exactly,
let's be honest.
mate.
But, I mean,
it's football.
I think when I've said, "Oh, we're winning the league," I think people know that I'm saying that in jest. I want us to win the league, but realistically, we still got 20 flipping games to go. It was never like a prerequisite. Of course, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But that was a huge game yesterday, and I'm very concerned about where we'll finish. I actually could see us finishing third or fourth, mate. If I'm being totally honest, if we don't sort this out. But with that said, Gabriel Jesus coming back soon. Thomas Partey only out for 1 or 2 games, hopefully, if that. Yeah. But it goes to show why he was playing so bad. Like, why were we playing him? We've lost those 2 games and probably made his injury worse. Just get him off. Keep him off.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's that next game against Villa is...
Hindsight's 2020. We go forward. Let's see if we can get a win against Villa on the weekend. And you never know, mate, because City have had... They were up for that game. That was a final for them.
So
that was a final for them.
They lost against Spurs a couple of weeks ago.
Exactly.
It's mad, how a couple of weeks can change things to start. A couple of weeks ago,
100%,
people were saying about Liverpool, absolutely down and out. We put in one good performance against Everton, and people are saying, "Can we get top 4?"
Oh, mate, I've got that one.
It's mental. Man. It's all relative. It's all down to you're only as good as your last result. Simple as that. So yeah, we'll see if Arsenal do well over the next few weeks, and it will be I think these will be the most important times. But seeing as we spoke about Arsenal first, mate, we can remove our Arsenal or City players in there because we both thought it was going to be a draw. Unfortunately, and it did look like that for a long time, but yeah, City managed to get the edge over you. Liverpool versus Everton, mate. I went for a Liverpool win, you went for a draw. I don't think people can blame you, mate, for going for a draw, to be honest. Bear in mind how bad we've been.
To be fair, mate, you knew. You just knew. And fair play to you for that.
Yeah, it's just Everton. Whenever we play them, we just win.
Yeah, I just really thought that given your form and given that they had the new manager and all that sort of stuff, I just thought it was going to be like one of those, almost like a United Liverpool game, but not of recent. Also, United, flipping it, what am I trying to say? Liverpool City, because like you always seem to draw those games. Just wasn't.
It's just really where. We could be bottom of the table. We could be in the Championship, League 1, League 2, and Everton could be in the top half of the Premier League table. And we could, with that kind of rivalry, form just goes out the window. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Anything can kind of happen. But I managed to put it that correctly. So I get to keep Fabio Carvalho in. You had Fabio Carvalho as well.
I've got the same card.
Yeah, you got to remove that. So, next fixture, AC Milan versus Spurs, the first European game we've got. I went for a Spurs away win, and I was very upset, to be honest. You were correct, mate. You backed Milan, and you said Conte's no good in Europe, mate, and you were absolutely correct, even though he's not actually there, and hopefully he is a speedy recovery.
I think he was there for that, wasn't he?
Was he actually there?
I think he was there for that, and I think it's since that, he's now had to stop because he's obviously had that operation. And he went back too soon. I say this with the utmost respect, and absolutely, and I'm not taking the mickey because I wouldn't joke about something like this, but I actually think it might be better for Spurs him not being there at the moment. In a weird way, like I think it's better that he just like rests up and everything. Health is more important than that sort of stuff.
Health is wealth, mate.
Yeah, exactly, precisely that, bro. So I think it's better he rests up, and also because he won't have that niggling. It has an effect on players, I reckon. And his second in command did a flipping good job against City, didn't he? So
exactly, mate.
Yeah,
exactly. I've got to remove De Ketelaere. Who did you had Tomori in for that, didn't you?
I got Tomori. Yeah, I've actually got his informed card in here. Given the fact that I've now got 3 holes in my team or more, I've taken the 88 out. Guys, you can call me what you want. I don't care.
We've got PSG versus Bayern. What a game this was as well. Mbappe obviously didn't start. Messi and Neymar were actually starting though. Mbappe came on, did change the game. Definitely, I think it was a goal disallowed. But to be honest with you, Bayern, in my opinion,
all over
for the majority of the game,
they were all over him. I think they had like 60% away from home, which is nuts possession. But it was only 1-0, mate. It was only 1-0, so it was so close.
Could have been more.
Yeah, it could definitely.
But yeah, it was a good game, and that next fixture is going to be really, really interesting. I went for a Bayern win, and you went for a PSG win. So I did put all my eggs in that basket. I put Manuel Neuer in goal, mate. So that was a bold move for me. But yes, I can keep him, and you have got to remove whatever player you put in. We've done Arsenal versus Man City. Club Brugge versus Benfica. Benfica got the win, mate, very late on, and Club Brugge actually got a goal disallowed, which I was a bit worried about, to be honest with you, for a while. But it was just a 1-0 away win. I think João Mario. Oh no, it was 2-0. Sorry. Oh, it's a late goal by David Neres. Yeah. There was a goal disallowed for Club Brugge on the literally just before half time, and then João Mario scored a penalty 6 minutes into the second half, and then David Neres as well got on the score sheet to skew the 2-0 away win. So yeah, we were both correct on that, mate. GG's. Who did I have in that? Oh, I actually had João Mario, so I actually had the goal scorer. Lovely stuff in my team. Next game, we have got Dortmund versus Chelsea. Chelsea could have won this game. I don't know if you've seen the highlights, mate, but João Felix hit the bar. Kai Havertz is running into men. Like, there's a clip, I don't know if you've seen it. Kai Havertz gets played the ball in behind, and he just starts running towards every Dortmund defender rather than like running through into the space.
Yeah.
I don't know what the man's on about, to be honest with you, but yeah, he needs to sort that out ASAP. But yeah, that next leg is going to be a very, very interesting game, mate. Back at the Bridge, and I think I would probably back Chelsea in that, to be honest, if we were doing the fixtures for next week or in a couple of weeks' time. We both backed Dortmund, though, didn't we?
We did. I know I did, for sure. Not sure about
yes,
you.
I backed Dortmund as well, and Dortmund did come out of the win. So, Adeyemi, by the way, Jesus. The pace, he absolutely blitzed Enzo Fernandez. So yeah, absolutely incredible goal from him. And I put Badia Shelley in at right centre back, so I get to keep him, thankfully enough.
I'm just missing to play for this Mudryk.
Oh no. We have then got Barcelona versus Manchester United. Did you watch this game at all? Or see any highlights?
Hey, sorry?
I said, did you watch Barcelona versus Man United or any
Bro,
other highlights?
I didn't. I wasn't able to, mate. I wasn't able to. But did I, in the prediction video, give my scoreline what I thought it was going to be?
Potentially, yeah. I know. Obviously,
I gave it to my brother. I gave it to my brother in Akka. He was asking for one more piece. I said, Barcelona versus Man United. I said Rashford to score any time. Both teams to score over 3 goals. Bro, honest to God, and I said, I asked him after, I was like, what are the odds? He was like, you don't want to know. I was like, okay, fair enough. I was like, okay, fair enough.
Oh, God. Well, yeah, it was honestly, it was a brilliant game. Really good game. Rashford is just, he keeps going to new levels, like, genuinely.
He's found it, mate. He's found it back again, hasn't he? He really has got it back again.
Yeah, I put out a tweet saying, you know, Rashford, with the goal, it was near post, beat Ter Stegen in literally the only space he could have. And I was saying you create your own luck with situations like that because, you know, 9 times out of 10, the keeper should be saving that, and he didn't. And I just got a load of abuse from United fans saying, oh, you can't ever give him credit. I was literally just giving him credit, saying he's playing so well, and he's doing so well that he's creating his own luck in these situations. But yeah, unbelievable performance from him, and yeah, that I'd have United to win that leg.
100%, mate. They're flying, bro. Now. This is what I'm saying, that they're a problem, mate. This is very serious. It's a very serious problem. Imagine them next season when they've got like actual. I mean, Rashford's doing it a lot at the moment. Yeah, but imagine when they've got other people.
Where would they be without him?
Recently. They wouldn't. That's the thing. Realistically, he's been the one picking up the goals for them. And key, and he's not just a goal scorer. He's not just like a Haaland.
Oh, he's
the full package. He's doing it all.
Yeah.
He is like a Gabriel Jesus with goals. Do you know what I mean? Like in the sense that he gets everything going. Whereas Haaland is just obviously an absolute monster goal machine. I mean, who would you rather prefer? Probably Haaland, let's be honest. But even so, Rashford it's not an easy decision.
No, not at all. But yeah, I have got to remove. Who did I put in? Jordi Alba.
In fact, I think a lot of people. I think there's an argument to be made that a lot of people would pick Rashford over Haaland at the moment.
Oh, but yeah, I would say so as well.
I do appreciate the fact he's just put a goal past us and got an assist. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll take that.
Haaland's going to score goals, but Rashford's a bit more of the package. Do you know what I mean? They're completely different players, to be fair as well. Rashford can play out wide. Haaland's very much, you know, full-on striker. But Rashford's showing more to his game than I thought he had, to be fair. So, yeah, I think he's been very, very good indeed. Next game, then, we have got Salzburg versus Roma. And this was 1-0 to Salzburg, I'm pretty sure. I think it was late on, you know, as well. Just confirming here. You went for a Roma win, mate.
Yeah, so I got lost in
and yeah, it was actually an 88-minute winner. So that has saved my absolute bacon there, and that is Chris Smalling staying in the team for me, which I'm absolutely buzzing about.
Dirksen in net, mate. In centre back position, beautiful. Ooh. It's kind of tragic because I can see there's some chemistry styles already on a lot of these cards. So it means I've already had to use them. So
you had to use them before. We have then got Leverkusen versus Monaco. I went for a draw here. This is a cracker of a game, by the way. Kind of, I think, how we said it was going to play out. Yeah. And you went for a Monaco win. GG's. Yeah. So you get to keep your player. I have got to remove Fofana, but yeah, Diaby scored. I remember I was speaking about him. Vert scored, and then it was actually really late on that Monaco got the win. So Disasi managed to score in the 92nd minute,
wow,
which is pretty crazy. And that is, you know, the winning away from home, especially against Leverkusen side in a leg as in a playoff as tight as that. I think is that's Monaco's 1 foot in the next round, if you ask me. We have then got Sevilla versus PSV, which was pretty straightforward for Sevilla. I think we both were in full agreement that Sevilla were going to go ahead and win, which is part of the reason why I put R9 up top for PSV, but obviously I backed Sevilla. Who did you have in that position, mate?
I've got right back
for that
Montiel.
game. Montiel. Lovely stuff. All right, well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know how you thought we've done. I think it's not been a bad week, mate. I've got 6 correct. 6 out of 10. How many players have you got remaining?
I've got 6 as well.
Yeah, 6 out of 10.
Which is what we said. I think we said we'd be happy with 6 out of 10.
Yeah, 100%. It was a tough week. Very tough week. We have got 1 remaining position each. We've got a centre. Well, Oakley's got a centre mid, and I have got a right back that we didn't use, obviously, because it was for the marquee player. We get to choose anyone from pretty much the most latest promo or team of the week. So I'm going to go ahead and put in Di Lorenzo's double upgraded team of the week card. And who are you going to be putting in, mate?
Stars. I'll put in Feghouli.
Feghouli. All right, lovely stuff. Well, we will buy the rest of these players, guys. Dive into a game, and let's see how our teams can play. Good luck, my friend.
Good luck, mate.
Jesus.
Oh dear. Sent me to the shop. I'll have a Cornetto, please, and a pack of Skittles.
Go on.
Get over.
Oh, mate. Deary me.
That's a goal. Oh, wow. I don't think he had to save that. I think I was going over. Oh, my guy. Get away, Di Lorenzo. You chief. Bosh,
Get out.
Bosh it. No. It's the diamond in from Rafa.
Rafa. Oh, my God. Shut up.
What's wrong with that, bro? I got the ball, mate. 100% ball, bro. 100% of the ball.
He's gone off on a stretcher.
100% of the ball, mate. Look. Bosh.
Yeah, all right then.
Well, listen, which way did the ball go?
Yeah, all right, mate. Oh, my
man,
days,
that's
mate.
so annoying.
That's been a painful half. It's just been difficult to build up any
Bro,
kind
let's be
of
honest,
play.
mate. We've got almost 50% of our team are bronze.
Not wrong.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
They're intercepting passes, bro, for our own team. They're intercepting ourselves. Oh, not behind him. Oh, flipping out. He's leaned back. Doing a rack. Wait. Now lean back. Now lean back.
Lean back. Doesn't even.
By the way, if that was a Jack 54 on the dance floor in year flipping 7, I don't know. Want to know what it is.
That is a serious ping.
Oh my god.
Oh my days. What is that?
Hey.
Oh.
What? Oh, you're so dead, bro. This guy's so bad.
Oh. Yeah. Oh my god, man, that was your bronze, bro. Darji.
Standard lag, which we love to see, just to give last minute victory.
Oh my days.
Oh. How have I not scored that, Jack? How did I not score that, Jack? Oh no. Okay, right, come on then. This is it now, boys. Don't get scared now. Has to be you, Mudryk. It has to be you. That's shocking.
Oh my god. Oh my days.
Oh.
No.
Is it over? It's over.
Oh, it's over. 0-0, man. I can't believe that. It's a discard of piece, bro.
Bro, you to be fair, mate, you commanded your command to keep your God, I can't even speak. You flipping it. I need some words, bro. I need some caffeine. Now, honestly though, you commanded your box well, mate.
Oh,
that was sensational. I think I had a couple. I think you had the first half massively.
Yeah.
But the
Second
R9,
half,
bro. Your R9, it just seemed to be like just the last second.
He's bad, mate. He's bad. I'm telling you. He's not very good at all. All right, mate. Let's start mixing about. Oh gosh. Oh god. There's obviously some painful ones in here. Coins wise though, obviously my R9 is untradeable, which is decent. Jean Mario's untradeable, can't get him back. Badiashile is purchasable, so is Carvalho. So a few of these. So, you know, there's a few coins on the line here, but not too much actual coins. Shall I hit you first, mate?
Sure.
What formation did you have? 4-4-2, didn't you?
4-4-2, yeah.
Right mid.
What? What did you say?
Right mid.
Oh, flipping heck. I thought you said right centre mid, bro. That would have been Mudryk, which would have, I would honestly, my head started spinning. I would have been so vexed, bro. Given someone the chance at the end, I would have been absolutely devastated. Rafa's like 50.
Oh,
20,
I should have just said, yeah, right
20.
mid.
20k, mate. Oh, my.
Who was it, sorry? Right mid?
Rafa. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. I'll go for your right centre mid.
Oh, no.
Who?
Oh, my lord.
Who?
Oh, my God.
It's R9, isn't it?
It's R9. Why are you laughing, bro?
Which, what R9 is it?
It's the baby. To be fair. Ah, God.
Bro, he's
It's a
2
painful
mil.
one.
He's 2 million, mate. He was trash for you anyway, bro. Get rid of him. Adios. See you later. Get the hell out of here. Get him into an SBC right now.
Jesus, I can't believe that, man. I get hit so bad with these flipping.
I do actually apologise, mate. I do actually feel really, really bad for that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. R9 is in the team. For an 84 times 5 upgrade, which
I can just
will be
discard this,
opening
mate. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just discard that, mate. I'll be opening up this on Oakley's channel later when Road to the not the knockouts, the finals come out, which is pretty exciting. Should be a good promo since some very nice cards get leaked. And yeah, R9 is gone. He's joining an elite cult of players, mate, that have been discarded from my club.
Elite group that just haven't quite made the cut.
Yeah. Oh, God. All right. Cheers, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.